Greetings, fellow humans. I am Dr. Jones. This is Wyatt. Wyatt has a lot of bones, so we're going to divide all his bones into 4 videos. Enjoy all of them. We're finished with the vertebral column, the spinal column. Let's keep on moving down the body. This is the pelvis. It's a large structure, so it's got a left side to it and a right side to it, and the back portion of it is actually the sacrum that I just mentioned. Even though it's part of the vertebral column, the sacrum participates in the back portion of the pelvis. So the loose term for this whole thing just being the hip bone. And it's made of other bones, and this one right here, you can easily feel it on yourself. Just put your hand right here and you can run it along here. Sometimes this is called the pelvic brim, and this particular bone has an interesting name. So this portion of the pelvis is a bone called the ilium. When a bone marrow biopsy is done, sometimes to see if there's like leukemia, a bone marrow biopsy is done basically right in the ilium. This is called the iliac crest. That's just because it's a good area to access core of the bone that's involved in making the blood cells. Something that is rather easily confused because they sound so the same. So the ilium is this portion of the pelvis, and if I take out this I and I put an E here, we have ilium, which is exactly the same sound, but this is actually the third portion of the small intestine. The small intestine is made of the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ilium. So don't confuse the ilium intestine with the ilium bone. Totally different. They sound exactly the same. As I said, the pelvis is a rather complicated structure. We just mentioned the ilium. This bone in the front here is called the pubic bone. So there's actually a left pubic bone and a right pubic bone, and they're joined in the middle. This rubbery stuff here looks like the same in this model, but they're actually different. The disc material here is different from this. Like I said, the pelvis is complicated, not the least of which is that the words are practically impossible to spell. So it's a lot easier to say hip bone or even pelvis, but not ilium, ischium, and pubic bone or pubis. So this is the ischium, this port here. Here's the right one, here's the left one. When you sit down on a chair, it's this bump of bone here of the ischium that you're actually like, when you're sitting down and you put your finger like right here, you can feel this actually, well, you'd have to go a bit deeper, like kind of right here. That's my ischium that's here. This is my tail. I've kind of gone down here. You can kind of get into your coccyx a little bit here, but it's kind of like you're scratching your bum. You're really going for it, and you can feel the ischium right here. Do it in a, not a super public place, but that is the third bone that makes up the pelvis, and it's called the ischial tuberosity. That's the technical name for it. Okay. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share, notify, all that stuff. Catch you for the next time. Anyways, the lumbar spine is quite notable for what they call DDD, degenerative disc disease as well. So these discs can, that up. It was good till there.
Yeah, it was going so